Who was the first Dark Lord of the Sith to use the title Darth? As we have discussed in a previous video, the use of the word Darth can be traced back over 28,000 years before the Clone Wars era with the Sith-Rakatan War. The contact between these two species initially started off as friendly, as both civilizations focused heavily on the dark side. The Rakata were by far the most advanced race at this point, and taught the Sith many dark side secrets. Although war eventually broke out and the Sith drove the Rakatans from their homeworld, some of the Rakatan culture and language remained. The title of Darth is the combination of the Rakatan word Dar, meaning triumph, and Tar, meaning victory. Therefore, Darth is most commonly translated as meaning victory over death or immortality. The Sith's quest for immortality was finally achieved around 6,000 years before the Battle of Yavin by a Sith known as Andeddu. Andeddu was interested in the use of Sith magic and was infatuated with the work of the original Dark Jedi who had turned the Sith species into the dark side worshipping civilization of the Old Republic era. He was particularly interested by dark side healing, believing that by perfecting it, he could finally achieve the Sith's goal of victory over death. Eventually, he discovered the ability of essence transfer, whereby he could move his spirit into another vessel if his physical body was ever destroyed. Believing himself to be immortal, he added the title of Darth to his name. Darth Andeddu rose in power and prominence among the Sith, and many regarded him with fear and jealousy. Darth Andeddu became fearful and paranoid of his Sith brethren, rising up and stealing his power from him, and so he guarded his newfound abilities from the rest of the Order. Andeddu was eventually proven correct when many lesser Sith banded together to overthrow him, and Andeddu fled from Korriban to his homeworld of Prakith. Taking over his homeworld, Andeddu took the modest name of Immortal God King of Prakith, ruling over it for many centuries. Eventually, the Dark Lord was consumed by his own paranoia, and so he chose to die. Andeddu would rather he died with all the knowledge he had acquired than live and one day see it fall to his enemies. Andeddu ordered his dark side followers to guard his tomb, patiently waiting until the day when they could resurrect him. After death, many would seek his holocron, and it would fall into the hands of Freedon Nad, Darth Bane, Count Dooku, and eventually Darth Krayt. 137 years after the Battle of Yavin, Krayt tasked his apprentice, Darth Weirlock, to coax out the secret of immortality from the spirit of Andeddu. Andeddu proceeded by draining the life force of one of his followers, bringing him back into the physical world. After an intense battle, Weirlock projected a force illusion that tricked Darth Andeddu into believing that all his scrolls and ancient texts were being consumed by flames and lava. Maddened by his greatest fear coming true, Andeddu was defeated and the Sith was vanquished from the galaxy, this time for good.